bank is just a bank. It's the people that work there that make the difference. At Commerce Bank, we've got some of the best in the business at what they do, but more importantly, how they do it. Whether it's personal or commercial banking or loans, or maybe just a question you need answered, we're always here to help and do it with a smile. Commerce Bank. Our people make the difference.
There's a new way to travel to Florida. With fares starting at just $99, you can fly non-stop from Worcester Regional Airport to both Punta Gorda, Fort Myers, and Orlando, Sanford, Florida. Enjoy Orlando's world-famous attractions and Florida's vibrant West Coast. And with Direct Air's next-generation aircraft featuring a plasma TV and entertainment center in every seat, getting there is half the fun. For more information on Direct Air's low fares and non-stop flights to Florida, call 877-432-DIRECT or book online at visitdirectair.com.
Welcome back, and now in the Vibe section, I have two great guests. The organization is called Dress for Success, and I'm introducing Kathy Barron, who you are the vice president and one of the founding members of Dress for Success Worcester, and Sharon Woodbury. Now, if you are models of dressing for success, you two look like you are the most successful women in this entire world, so you're great. Tell us a little bit about Dress for Success and what compelled you to get it started here in Worcester.
Well, Dress for Success is an international organization that was founded in 1996 out of New York, and they have helped over 450,000 women become financially successful. So that's a really big number. And I don't know if we're quite that ambitious for the Worcester affiliation, but we're on the road to success with them.
So basically what Dress for Success does, it helps women who have been either challenged or disadvantaged making the transition from unemployment into the workforce, and then beyond that once they get in.
That's true. Right. It starts with providing suits so that they can actually get into the job market and interview, and then once they obtain the job, it also provides more suiting opportunities for them. And that's just the starting point. So, of course, you know, being successful is first getting the job and then going forward with your career.
There's also help in interviewing skills, helping them write their resume. We're really there to work with them until they find that position and hopefully find a career for themselves. So it's not just about dressing them for success, but it's helping them to create confidence in themselves as people and confidence in what they can do to make the world a better place and their life a better place.
Well, just looking for a job regularly is daunting, I have to say. I've done it, I've been been laid off after 9/11. It's daunting to begin with, and then to take someone who really is trying to get back on their feet. So this is a great organization. And you know what? Women are nurturing, and we procreate and we keep life going. So we need to teach women how to do that, to keep themselves independent.
It will help them for generations because their children are watching their parents and watching their mother, and if their mother becomes successful and confident, their children will be confident and successful in the future.
So it took you 2 years to start this charter here in Worcester.
It did, and I got together on another board helping people with the president of the Western Mass Dress for Success group, and we happened to be talking and found out our common interest, and she suggested that we should talk further and get a Worcester operation going, and it's really amazing the need in this area. And so after 2 years of working on this project, we're finally getting it off the ground, and we started with a really good fundraiser, very successsul fundraiser 2 weeks ago on November 21st.
At the Hanover.
At the Hanover group.
That was great.
And Sharon was in large part part of that.
Well, one of I am on the board of directors for the Hanover Theater, and we do a lot of things prior to a show to sponsor and help people who are nonprofits have a cocktail party, and we had a silent auction, and I know you were there, Christina. It was very nice of you to come. And we had about 140, 150 people come for an organization that really doesn't even have its location yet. That was pretty spectacular.
It is.
And we
it
raised
is.
about $6,500 that night.
That's fantastic.
It is. It's a wonderful start. However, we have more work to do because we need to raise $30,000 for our first year.
Good.
We're looking at a site that's going to cost us not a lot of money for a mortgage. It's really almost a gift.
It is.
Oh,
Yes,
that's great.
but it's business.
Yes.
And we need someone to work at the store, we need to put lights on, and we need to have heat, and we need to pay some rent. So we're looking to raise $30,000, so we're $22,000 shy.
So speaking, so there's fundraising,
Yes.
so people can donate. Then you need volunteers as well. So how do they go about getting involved?
Okay, well, they can visit our website, which is, they can email us at www.
Well, email is worcester@dressforsuccess.org.
Yes.
So that's going to pop up, worcester@dressforsuccess.org, and that comes to you, and they can
Right.
send you information, or they can log
go
on to the website.
which is www.dressforsuccess.org, and then they go under the affiliations, Massachusetts and Worcester, and they can contact us there. So yes, looking for fundraising activities, looking for all kinds of volunteers, and they can let us know how they'd like to be involved. We're also looking for corporate sponsorships and personal donations.
Collaborative partners.
Collaborative
that
partners
may
as well.
provide different. That's great. And you know what's great about an organization it's an inaugural year, just getting started, is when you get started now, you might have just a handful of people, and then a few years later you look back and say, I was part of that puzzle that was put together. And so it's great, and I hope that a lot of women and men can get involved as well.
Oh, absolutely.
There's been a huge interest. I'm really quite surprised by the interest in people. Before we even became a board, and we were a committee for about 2 years before actually becoming a legal board of directors, and we had emails from people from all around central Massachusetts saying, I'd like to offer suits, I'd like to offer my time. One young woman is a graphic designer, and she actually joined our board, and we found out about her through the Dress for Success in Springfield, and that she had moved to Worcester, and she was very interested in helping. So
that's great. And you know, men have an easier time getting into the workforce, so it's really great that there's an organization that specializes in helping women matriculate back into the, and then once you do that, you have the Career Center, you do mentoring.
Yes. Not every chapter has the mentoring piece, but we're looking at that. Well, there's also another piece to help women network and to grow in their careers once they have the job, and that's the professional women's group part of Dress for Success Worcester.
And then once you'll be able to offer childcare, discuss childcare issues, becoming economically,
independent.
Right. So that's great. Good. Well, thank you so much for being here and taking the time today in your busy days to talk about this. And I'm going to be promoting it quite a bit as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very kindly for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed City Vibes Metro and found our guests interesting and exciting. Tune in each week or log on to cityvibesmetro.com, where we will discuss topics that affect our busy contemporary lifestyles. In fact, we encourage you to send in your questions and we'll try to answer them. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Commerce Bank, and the others who make this program possible. Good night for now and have a terrific, upbeat week.